I've been listening to this song as I've been preparing for this next video. How far am I actually? Curious. Wait, hold on. Yep, solid 10 minutes of listening to this music. I am a pure fool. Hello there everybody, and welcome back to more Undertale. So, last time, we went through hell because of Flowey. However, we survived that hell and spared Flowey. In return, Flowey told us we could get a better ending if we were better friends with Alphys. Because Flowey also says that Alphys apparently has the key to our happiness. Maybe we'll take upon his word and go see Alphys sometime. But in the meantime, we have some extra things to go over, so let me lower my volume for a second there. Alright, so there are some extra things that I wanted to go over, so why don't we just go over those right now. So, first off, I wanted to mention, Asgore is not dead. No, he's not. Thank God he isn't. You can actually rematch him as many times as you want, and by extension, you can rematch Flowey as many times as you want as well. If you constantly kill him over and over again, his dialogue will actually change, so yeah, just mentioning that. Didn't actually record it as well, but whatever. I stole it, okay. But there's also another thing that I didn't get to show off during the Flowey boss fight, and that's the fact that if you die, you'll get this lovely, lovely little image upon your computer screen. Very nice indeed, wasn't it? Yeah, that is just downright creepy. I am not joking, like, downright creepy. That's the creepiest thing in the game for me. Like, honest to God, that is the creepiest thing in this game for me, bar none. Like, just the descending tone and the way Flowey laughs at you, and just, oh my God, it's so scary, man. It's so scary. But whatever the case, what else was there? There's no new things to find in the last corridor. There's no new things to find in a new home. So we are here at the core because I believe upon exiting said core, my laptop battery will run low. Excuse me for a second. I have to go get my charger because I'm a friggin' idiot. And also, because of that sole fact, I have to go all the way over to my thing and charge the thing. Meanwhile, the human child is doing some sort of weird mushroom dance, his own little version of it, at least. Probably thinking, I lived a life of sin. I feel the pain in my chest. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, upon reaching the core approach, I believe you'll get a phone call. Hey! This is Undyne. Shut up, Papyrus! This is your idea. Human! You have to deliver something for me! Oh, sure. Please? I'm in Snowden in front of Papyrus's. See ya, punk! Okay. So, we get a request from Undyne to deliver something. That's basically your trigger. So, let me actually go over to OBS and change something here. Here we go. I'm a wizard. I don't need editing. I have OBS now. How did I live without this thing? I tell you what. Unfortunately, this also means that, I might as well show this off, actually. The relaxing atmosphere of this hotel fills you with... So, yeah, I didn't show off that little save point, so... Yeah, what is Mettaton, like, spitting out of? Is he, like, peeing? Is he, like, doing anything? I don't know. I have no idea what Mettaton does in his spare time. Let's see. I don't really think there's anything changing here at least. Wait, actually, that mystery key. Do I have it in my inventory? Yes, I do. Wait, actually. Do I have the monies for this? Because I think there's another thing that we can get here. Wait. Actually, yes. I keep forgetting. I have dimensional boxes. I can do whatever the hell I want with anything. What is the mystery key for anyway? Hey, go up to the alley for great deals. Okay. Okay. So, I believe, now with that being said, we can go ahead and go over to... That guy still remembered that that we remembered stuff, I would assume. So, I'm gonna head over to Waterfall, because there's actually something that, you know, we can do. And unfortunately, this also means that you don't get the blurred background of Waterfall in there as well, too. So, that being said, why don't we just head over there, and I'll meet you guys at the spot where we're going to go in Waterfall. Oh my god, there's like a walkie-talkie outside my house. It's scary. Ugh. Okay. I always get weirded out by sounds outside, I suppose. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't pick up on the mic. I hope it doesn't. Alright, so Undyne's house is still on fire. And I believe with the mystery key, we can use it on, yeah, this house. Right here. So this house is very interesting indeed. Because if you look around, I don't think we can look around. Can we? Can we? No. It's kind of a shame, though, that you can't really see the rest of this house, though. Because it would have been very interesting to check out what these houses hold. Dear Diary, Shiren's sister fell down recently. It's sad. Without her sister to speak for her, she's become more reclusive than ever. So I reached out to her and told her that she, Bluky, and I should all perform together sometime. She seemed to like that idea. Where have I heard that name Bluky before? Dearer Diary. I like to buy a new diary for every entry I make. I love to collect diaries. Lovely. But what about this Dearest Diary? Our cousin left the farm to become a training dummy. Ooh. That leaves just Bluky and I. Bluky asked me if I was to become corporeal too. They sounded so resigned. Come on, Bluky. You know I never leave you behind. And besides, I never find the kind of body I'm looking for anyway. So at the very least we found out what one of the dummies that we ran into was like. My darling Diary, I met someone interesting today. Last week I had posted that advertisement for my human fan club. Today was our first meeting. Only one other person came. Honestly, she's a dork, and she's obsessed with these awful cartoons. But she's kind of funny too. I want to see her again. So this ghost, whoever he or she was, it's probably a he, took a liking to Alphys, it seems. Diary, my dear. My diary collection is going fabulously. I have like 5 now. But then what about the 6th one? What does this hold? Dear Diary, she surprised me with something today. Sketches of a body she wants to create for me. A form beyond my wildest fantasies. In a form like that, I could finally feel like myself. After all, There's no way I can be a star the way I am now. Sorry, Blookie. My dreams can't wait for anyone. And thus, we have learned the backstory of the three ghosts. The presumably mad dummy ghost, who went off to become a training dummy. Napstablook, whom he and the other ghost got along with rather well, sort of like a family. And presumably the ghost before he became Mettaton. Yep. Because we got the mystery key, we can effectively learn the backstory of Mettaton. Something that you wouldn't think without poking around a few times each, too. And honestly, this story is actually really, really interesting. Like, to think that Mettaton was once a ghost. And, you know, he calls Napstablook Blookie. You would recall at the end of the fight, after Napstablook finished his phone call with Mettaton after they reached the viewer calling milestone, that he almost said Blookie. He only said bluh. So that's obviously a really big hint to, you know, this sort of backstory. Honestly, again, it's very, very interesting to think about. So with that being said, now we only have one more avenue to explore. That's not really the monster, so sorry. I'll probably fight Glide and So Sorry as part of a bonus episode, if I can. So, yeah, that'll probably be like a big, like, bonus episode where I just fight them blind or something. So, yeah. Anyway, off to Snowden. Tra-la-la. Beware of the man who came from the other world. Okay, so, in Snowden, you'll be able to find, of course, let's get the thing that we came for here anyway. So, I have a favor to ask you. I need you to deliver this letter to Dr. Alphys. Huh? Why don't I do it myself? Oh my god. Are you telling me that you have some sort of stupid... Nah. It's kind of personal, but we're friends, so... I'll tell you. Hotland sucks! I don't want to have to go over there. So here you go. Okay. Oh, and if you read it, I'll kill you. Thanks so much. You're the best. But, I'm not gonna do this, but... if you actually throw away the letter, you'll get something very, very hilarious. I am not going to spoil it, but just so you know, you can throw the letter away. And you'll absolutely be a huge dick to Undyne. So, wait, actually... nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I wouldn't want to be a dick, so I'm not gonna spoil what happens if you do it. Undyne writes lots of letters, but she can never seem to find the right words. So when she goes to deliver them herself, she always quits and goes back and rewrite. And that's why she asked you! Because you have no standards! That is true, actually. So, what are you waiting for? The sooner you get it over with, the better! Sure. I'd rather have that. I'd rather do that. Of course. So, anyway, there's something else, actually. Hello. That's not my house. That's just my cool tool shed. Don't you call it your cool shed? No! I never thought of that! That's why we're friends, Undyne. You enrich my life with shed-based puns. So wait, it's okay for Undyne to make puns, but not Sans? Are you kidding me? That's the only one I've ever made, dude. You should learn a privacy. So this tool shed right here, this is actually where you would have ended up should you have been captured by Papyrus in his boss fight. So, yeah. Yeah, you remember that fight like a long time ago in a galaxy far away? Yeah. That's basically a thing that you want to make mention of. Anyway, as I said before, and I briefly touched upon, you can go behind this house right here. And now that we have Sansa's key from doing his little code word thing, we can enter inside his house. Hopefully, because I don't want to be like that dude who's being like, "Oi, it's on my keychain, dude." What do you mean it's on my key? Actually, I think it's actually in the house? Because I can always show a picture of it, actually. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. So, this be Sansa's room. Very dark place, I have to say. Very dark indeed. Also, it's creepy. What? Oh. Hey, Sans, have you seen my... Oh, hello. You want Sans? Wait a second. Why are you using a treadmill in the dark? Is Sans pranking you across time and space? Maybe. I hate it when he does that. How immature can you get? Also, have you seen my action figures? Wait, I know where to look! In my collection! Sometimes, I'm a genius. All the time. You are a genius. He is a really good genius indeed. So it appears to be self-sustaining tornado made out of trash. Ah, so Sansa has apparently had the power to make trash tornadoes. That's amazing, actually. It's a thank you letter. It's addressed to Santa. Yay, so at the very least, people do seem to like him. Also, a flashlight is stuck to the bulb socket. Yes, I will. Oh, god damn it. Sans! Why do you do this? Also, there's a silver key right there, so scandalous? So yeah, remember that joke a very long time ago about Sansa's socks? Yeah, this is where he ended up. This is where the dirty socks joke all ends. The truth is that you got owned, nerd. Yep, I knew it. Sans did this. Sans apparently did that. He knew. He knew, goddammit, I swear to God. But actually, that silver key will lead to something far more interesting. So, right over here, it's a photo album inside the drawer. There are photos of Sans with a lot of people you don't recognize. He looks happy. And what's in this drawer? A badge. Also, this is a slower version of, it's raining somewhere else. But right here we have blueprints. Or maybe it's just a handwriting. Looks like it can read to some sort of strange machine. But what about these? And it's the same thing. What about this curtain, though? Ah, this is the machine. Okay. Alright then, so this leads to a certain aspect of Undertale that went unused, but fans have dug it up and put to very great use in terms of theories, comics, animations, and whatever else you can find on YouTube nowadays, or at the very least in the internet in general. There is a character in this game that was developed and yet was never used in the game. That character's name is W.D. Gaster. Here's his sprite right now. And it's a very strange case, to say the least, this Gaster guy. According to several unused characters, if you dig around deep enough in the files and, configure them in such a way that you can encounter said things, all the people who refer to this guy will say that Gaster was the original royal scientist before Dr. Alphys. And the way that he disappeared and or died was the fact that one of his experiments went horribly wrong. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that they say. Is that, Gaster was the original royal scientist before Alphys. And then one of his experiments failed and he just went off and disappeared. And a lot of people speculate that Gaster is also the father of Sans and Papyrus. Because he also talks in another font compared to everyone else. He speaks in wingdings. So as you can see right here, you can't read the symbols they're written in. Or maybe it's just the handwriting. Looks like they relate to some kind of strange machine. So, the symbols is indeed wingdings. Those pictures, I'll show off the font right now. Like those weird symbols that you get and you don't really understand what they're made of. Well, that's what Gaster speaks in. And some fans do speculate that because of that, because he speaks in a different font, just like Sans speaks in Comic Sans, Papyrus speaks in Papyrus, W.D. Gaster speaks in Wingdings, because of the W and D referring to wingdings. He can also be related to Sans and Papyrus in some way. If you somehow mess around with the game's files long enough to find a certain door in Waterfall, you can actually encounter Gaster himself. But you can't interact with him. You can't even talk to him. He'll just disappear without anything to say at all. In fact, some people have actually made it so that you can fight Gaster himself. And let me tell you, I'm gonna have a link to this in the description, but the battle that it's fan-made, but the battle can be actually really, really believable. Like, it screws around with your computer too. So that is very, very interesting whenever you think about that. I mean, it doesn't really necessarily screw with your computer, but it can blue screen your computer. Well, not really, it's just an illusion of battle. It seems. There's actually another thing about W.D. Gaster that I like to talk about, but I can't because it's spoilery. We will be able to mention it later as we go into, well, getting more to know Alphys, but we're not going to go into it right now because, well, it is kind of spoilery, to say the least. So, that's basically the huge dump on W.D. Gaster. The character that went unused, but people just like to speculate a lot about him being creepy, a lot of him being scary, and, speculating to be Sans and Papyrus' dad. So, with that being said, aside from, several other things that I may have missed out, including, well, Glide and So Sorry, that's basically all the little things that I wanted to mention in terms of Undertale, as it were. This isn't really a bonus episode, actually. This is just part 26, but, stuff. Just stuff. But either way, that's it. Next time on Undertale, we take Undyne's letter to Dr. Alphys. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.